Welcome to episode 40 of the Mile 20 podcast where epic shit happens. My name is Lori and I'm here with my bestie,
Laura.
and her daughter, Maddie.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. She's joining us via Zoom. We are two best friends that have run the 50 states, a marathon in all 50 states.
Been there, done that.
Yes, finished in 2023, and we had our family members that decided that they really wanted us to capture our journey, and we
Yes.
thought, what better way to do that than podcast?
And it gives us an excuse to get together when we're not running at least once a week and have a cocktail with each other.
Exactly.
And why do we have a cocktail on every podcast?
Because on mile 20 became very symbolic, probably back in 2016,
16, yeah.
17.
Yeah.
We started realizing that a beverage at mile 20 gave you that pick-me-up you need to kind of get over the wall at mile 20.
And we're not talking like a glass of water or a Gatorade. We're talking like a drink.
Yeah.
A drink. A drinkity drink.
Like right now I'm on Red Bull and vodkas.
Yes.
I like the caffeine.
During a race,
I
not
like
drinking
vodka.
it right now.
Yeah, not right now.
Yes.
No, I would never go to bed tonight if it was right now.
No.
So yeah, so we are mile 20 not only because of our mile 20 beverage, but also because there is a beautiful parallel. We're both in our 50s. And there is a parallel between hitting the wall of a marathon and turning 50 in a way in which you have decisions to make, whether you're going to have the grit to like get through the rest of the race / life with some perseverance and with a little fun, a little spice.
But a lot of spicy.
Yeah.
Very spicy meatball.
Oh, very spicy. Or are you going to like DNF, which is not what I care to do.
Yes.
Ever.
That means did not finish.
Yes. So we would like to welcome you all, and we're so glad that people are tuning in and listening, and we're getting more and more listeners, and we welcome you, and that's awesome. So please follow us, like us at Mile 20 Podcast on any of your listening platforms for the podcast, and you can always watch us on YouTube and subscribe.
Yeah, we record or video record every episode, so you can see our smiling faces.
Yes, so today, the three of us, and I'm going to start looking at Maddie Lee, who's joining us via Zoom right now, just ran the Ocean City Running Fest Marathon on Saturday, this past Saturday, and we are recording on a Tuesday night to discuss that. Maddie, why on earth did we run the Ocean City Marathon?
I think I brought it up originally during the Atlantic City podcast that we did recently, 2 weeks ago.
He's like, I'm kind of a badass.
Maggie got a bug in my ear about how we were both going to become marathon maniacs at Philly together because she thought that I was running the Philadelphia Marathon as well. I was not at the time signed up for it. I was, however, signed up for Atlantic City already for other reasons. And so we ended up, we being me, ended up doing like 3 hours of research on what marathons I could sign up for at the last minute. Last minute being like maybe less than a month before the actual marathon would take place.
Which is kind of like a little bit of the last minute.
A little last minute, already trained up, it's fine. But so the whole premise of Marathon Maniacs, at least for the first level, which is the bronze level, is that you can qualify for it by either running 3 marathons in 90 days or 2 marathons within 16 days. I, through my efforts, the cleaning crew is coming through my office now in the background.
I was like, you're there really late, Maddie.
I'm there really late, yeah.
So the things that happen on YouTube.
See, Anderson Kill, I work late. No, so I I qualified under both categories. I did both 3 marathons within 90 days and 2 marathons within 16 days, really within 13 days. Laura and Lori had to one up me by doing 3 marathons in 13 days. You sons of bitches. Show offs.
Son of a bitch.
So,
Son of a
but
bitch.
yeah, so that's why Ocean City came about. It's a very flat race. It was close and drivable. My husband and I do not have like too many disposable funds right now, so I needed something that I didn't need to fly to. So this was like the ideal race to plop right on in there.
And it was so convenient because it was maybe a 3 hour maximum drive from the Philadelphia area where we live. And the three of us went down together. So
Yeah.
so it was very, very convenient. Other than the stop and go traffic, to go and get down to Ocean City just because of the infrastructure that's down there. But otherwise it was kind of like,
It was easy.
yeah, easy peasy. Yeah.
Mhm.
But congratulations, Maddie. For those of you who, you're like, ooh, what is this Marathon Maniac thing? And you might have, if you want to catch us like a couple of episodes ago, right?
Yeah.
We went and dove very, very deep into talking about the Marathon Maniacs. You can go to marathonmaniacs.com and actually look up what the club, guidelines are and how do you become a maniac. And it's all laid out very, very clearly for you.
It
Very, very
is.
easy.
I love their online platform. It's very user friendly, straightforward. They offer race discounts. Like if this becomes a passion point for anybody out there listening and you're really enjoying the marathons and you want to do more, it's a great launching place because you can get discounts for various races. There is like a whole social structure, Facebook page at groups and meetups and all sorts of things. So, and additional perks, like we'll eventually get to the Route 66 marathon.
Yes.
And like that whole marathon is full of perks for people who are marathon maniacs. So it's really cool. It's a cool group.
Maddie and Maggie, Route 66. Get your kicks.
The shakeout run today was not my favorite. So
You did a shakeout today? Good for you.
Ooh.
yeah, I did a shakeout today.
We're doing our
only
shakeout
2 miles.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Yeah.
I only did 2, but I took Chopper with me, and Chopper wanted to poop everywhere and sniff everything. So
Oh, that
it
sounds like
was
a good
a
run.
long 2 miles.
That sounds like a good run. Yeah. No, I'm not hurting at all. I'm like
No.
when I got home on Sunday, I just dove into like I did some gardening.
Oh my
You,
God.
oh my
I did some gardening and I actually did settle down after maybe about 2 hours, and I put a fire out in the fireplace out on the deck, and I poured myself a glass of wine.
The wine was
The
calling.
wine. Like I told you, I was like, I'm not drinking a wine.
We had a
I'm not.
we had a whole talk on the way home from Ocean City. I'm
We
like,
did.
you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch some football, start a fire, sit outside.
Grab a tea, and you're like,
I'm like, why is it though that my instinct is like, oh, and a glass of wine? Like that just seems to flow, fire,
and I had a glass
football,
of wine.
wine.
I couldn't. Like it's just like as soon as it's fire, it's like fire wine.
red wine, red wine, must have red
See,
wine.
I don't even have a fireplace, and I also opened up a bottle of Oberon wine. Oh my God, it was so good. And I worked a little bit, and then I played video games, specifically Silk Song, which is up for it's one of the 2 that's up for Game of the Year right now.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
love how nerdy you are, Maddie.
I know.
I always think of myself as a pretty high level nerd, and then I realize
No,
Maddie definitely has the bigger dick in the room.
Yeah,
with that one.
Maddie takes it to the next level.
Oh, gee, thanks. Says the person that immediately educated me on like 30 things about horses during the marathon the other day.
Well,
All right. Well, you want to
Different
guys want to
topic.
get into talking about the marathon? Like,
Well, first,
Oh.
so for the new listeners, we
Yes.
do a few things. We usually have an Epic Week update, which involves us all spending a lot of time together. So that will fast forward and be part of our marathon
yes.
experience. And then, unless anybody has something additional to add to their week, I do not. I have no life outside of marathoning the last 13 days.
I had my floors done.
Woohoo!
I had a shitty week at work.
Yeah.
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 So, it is what it is. Yeah.
Yep. And then we also do, Maddie, did you have anything epic week?
I worked a lot of hours last week. I don't know. And I do have one. So repeat listeners, if you've listened to an episode that I've been on, I play volleyball in a women's league.
Oh,
And
yes.
since we were close to Halloween, my teammates and I were kind of texting around, and some of us decided to wear costumes for our game, which is 5 sets, by the way, in a gym because it's the fall, and that gym gets warm. I decided it was a great idea to wear an eagle onesie, which is essentially just like
Those onesie, the
Yeah,
ones that are like
yeah.
felt.
freaking like
It's
5 inches
thick.
thick of felt.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Non-breathable.
I wore it for 3 sets. I'm very proud of myself for that. And
Nice.
there are some pretty cool pictures of me serving while in the eagle
It
one.
was pretty cool because
see,
her
like,
arm
the
was kind of
wing
raised and like the wing was up and it was like caw caw. It's like go
my
birds.
teammates, I had this terrible set at some point. One of my teammates were like, "Girl, she's just got her claws out. It's fine. She's just an eagle."
I love it. I love
So
it.
my
Yeah,
teammates
that
were
was pretty.
leaning
That was
in.
pretty epic. You sent the picture of that, and I just shook my head, and I was like, yeah, that apple that didn't fall off that tree.
Yeah, yeah.
I do think, Mom, that you told me that I'm weirder than you
I did,
after I
in
showed you
fact,
that
because
picture
you were playing volleyball in a onesie.
in a onesie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
do circle back to your 40 days of COVID dress up for your
Damn,
teams.
I'm already done with my damn wine, man.
Are we gonna need more?
I don't know. We might have to go and do an intermission for another glass.
Wait, I gotta do the normal thing when I'm out with Laura.
Like I have my hollow leg. Poor Lori.
I gotta guzzle. No. Yeah, you're one to talk about your 40 days of costuming during COVID.
It was 72.
Oh, 72 days. 72 work days. Work
72
days.
work days of costumes during COVID, but
Yeah.
as we digress.
Yes, we do. So after a big week update, we then move on to usually our mile 20 beverage of the week, which is currently gone. I
It was
still had some.
it was a glass. It was a glass of Vinyasa, which was a winery that Jim and I went to in, I think it's in Sonoma, and this is just their red blend. It's kind of like their lower end wine, and
It's delicious.
it's left over from when we were belonging to about like 10 million wine clubs, and I finally turned this one off. I was like, dude, we're getting more, like our UPS driver is going to be very, very concerned about it.
Health
So,
check.
yes, yeah. So I mean, it's a cheap bottle of wine, but it's a nice wine. It's a red blend.
Delicious.
Yeah. So
So then I guess it's time to dive into the Ocean City Running Fest Marathon.
yes, in Ocean City, Maryland, right on the ocean.
So we did say it is a fast flat. It is, well, it's fast flat. It's an out and back. Some of the perks of the race of why people might choose this is that it does have some water views.
Some.
It does spend a ridiculous amount of time on Highway 611, which is also Kona. Stop it! You're not helping the situation.
Our dog is wanting to continue to interact in the podcast. She just feels really left out.
Yeah.
Show her.
Yeah, you spend quite a bit of time on the Stephen Decatur Highway.
I hate Stephen Decatur Highway. That was like the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell.
Yes, it was. It came on during that.
Yes, it did.
It did.
Very.
I think someone around like near us appreciated it and was singing along.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
Yeah, it was
not my favorite.
It was a serious out and back, and I think the way that we all kind of got mentally prepared the day before, because we landed, let's take a step back. We landed in Ocean City, Maryland, and Maddie, you had made reservations at the Courtyard in Ocean City, and I felt like that was a solid place to go and stay.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was a very, very nice property. And while we had to go and get in the car and drive to the start, it was easy peasy.
It was like 5 minutes
Like
tops.
totally easy peasy, even though I stressed in the morning about like not getting there and the road closing down and all this other things that I like created in my
Yeah, Maddie and I weren't stressed though.
No, you guys were not. So I'll take that one for the team. But the courtyard, very, very nice property. We had a room with two queen beds, so which was really, really nice. And it was within walking distance to a couple of the restaurants that we ended up going to.
And we went down on Friday. Ocean City Marathon is a rare Saturday race, which is kind of nice. So that
It's always weird that when we run Saturday.
It is, because Friday, it's like I'm not prepared to run the next day. I'm ready to prepare. I'm prepared to run on Sunday, which is what's normal for a marathon. But it's kind of nice on the back end of it because it's nice to have Sunday to recover before you're back into the regular flow of things on Monday.
Right, right. Yeah, so we drove down on Friday. We went to the packet pickup, which was at their convention center.
Yeah.
And that was
That's a hell of a convention center.
It was a hell of a convention center. They had, because it was on Halloween, they had little kids and animals dressed up in costumes, which was kind of cute. I think they had some kind of trick-or-treating thing. They had an RV show that was going on. I mean, there was a lot of diversity going on at the time. But the packet pickup was really easy. The one thing I really loved about what they did was when you registered, I don't know, they had you do something like on an email, and then it gave you the option to go and take your QR code for your registration and add it to your Apple Wallet. And I thought that was awesome because if for our regular listeners, I could not find my QR code, not from Marine Corps, but for Atlantic City. And I had no problems with it, but it was just really nice that it was like in my Apple Wallet.
Yeah, it is very
I
nice.
Exactly where this is at.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, there wasn't hardly any wait whatsoever, right? And Maddie, I think you bought a couple of things because there was a couple of vendors there, right? You bought some sunglasses, I think.
Yeah, it's actually pretty different from the last two marathons in terms of like the amount of setup, the amount of gear available, things like that. They had sunglasses that I usually like to wear. It's like good.r or gooder. I've never heard it pronounced by someone selling them. Gooder.
Like water.
But
Gooder.
yeah,
It's
it's a
water.
taco brand. No,
Gooder water.
not actually. But so they're super light sunglasses. They don't touch my eyelashes, which is a frequent issue that I have with sunglasses, and they don't bounce on my face while I run. They come in all different types of colors. They could look like total sport glasses, or they could look like, casual, like I've worn a pair to a wedding at some point. So I snagged two pairs of those, one of which actually matched our shirts on Saturday. So I was very pleased with myself.
So
for finding.
describe the shirts that we wore on Saturday.
Of course.
Because we always try to match.
Yeah.
We matched 3 times technically on Saturday. So we started in shark onesies, which was fun. I felt like Jaws.
Well, because we were on the ocean.
Yeah, we were at the ocean.
And
We
we
dropped
needed them.
down
It was
to
chilly.
It was chilly.
Sorry, I know.
Yeah.
You're good. So then we dropped down to Eagles shirts that were long sleeve, and those very quickly also came off. And we had shirts on underneath that were like teal tank tops, and it said Ocean Air Salty Hair. So I was trying to match the teal, if you can't see by my nail polish color too.
I like that.
You did an excellent job, Maddie.
Thank you.
Yeah, because the shirts were kind of like this teal blue color.
They were pretty.
It's very beachy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely like I'll wear this shirt
I
again.
will wear that shirt again with like a cute pair of like white like jean shorts. Yeah, I was like, I already have my summer outfit planned with that. So.
Yeah, for sure.
They were comfortable too for the temperature. So I didn't actually look at the temperature when we finished, which just means that it was a beautiful day to run. Like I was getting warm toward the end, but yeah, I think it felt like it was around like the high 50s, low 60s, maybe.
Yeah, I think the maximum the temperature got to was about 60 degrees. But when we started, we mentioned that it was cool out. But it was it was still breezy. The day before it was wind gusts.
Gale force winds.
Gale force winds. Like I drive a Jeep Wrangler like Lori does. And so driving down, I was the driver, and I was like, oh, this is like I have to keep both hands on the steering wheel right now.
Yeah.
It was
like a drunk driver every time the wind comes.
kept feeling, I was like, oh, nope, nope, we're not tilting. We're not tilting. We got enough weight in the car. So yeah, it was really bad on Friday driving down, but Saturday was still like some residual wind. But you and I, Lori, talked about the fact that like the wind kind of saved us, even
Oh,
though like
yeah.
I felt like so windburn after that race because my lips were all
Oh,
chapped
my
like on
lips were
Sunday.
like swollen on Sunday.
I know, I was like,
I've been
oh,
living in chapstick. I was
yes.
like, ugh.
But it was really nice because there were so many places where we ran on the race where it was full sun
Yeah.
and having the wind, like keeping you
And
cool during that.
and some of
And we had
it,
a
a lot of it
tailwind.
was a tailwind, so it definitely felt nice, like pushing you along because it wasn't. Sometimes when you're running the same pace as the wind, it feels a little stale and gets a little warm. But this was like a gentle push in the back, and it
Yeah.
was lovely.
And then when you felt it, you're like, oh, come to mama. Yeah,
Yeah.
come to mama. So yeah,
With the arms.
I know, right? So we did the packet pickup again, like no issues
It
whatsoever.
wasn't a big packet. It wasn't
No.
like a big expo. It had like
A couple of vendors.
couple vendors, basic needs type of deal, and it was simple.
Yeah.
Which I can appreciate that from time to time.
I'm still on the quest though for the shirts that have like run on it on the
Oh,
back where it has like the Maryland it's like the word run, but the letter U in run is a crab and the word is in the Maryland flag. And with us having our house down in Maryland, I was like, I need that shirt in my life. I still have not gone and Googled that. So
I'm sure you will find it.
I will find
I
that
know
shirt.
you will.
They had a couple at the expo, but I was not jazzed about the sizes or the colors of the shirts. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to go and do that. So anyway, as I digress. But we ended up going back to the hotel and then we found a pizza place.
Franco's.
Franco's. It was
Frankos.
really, really far away from the hotel.
Which you found
I did.
on your handy dandy app.
On my Find GF, Find Gluten Free. And I also, so it's interesting. I've been cross-referencing the Find GF app with the Chat GPT, and Franco's came up as the top gluten-free pizza place.
Oh,
So that's where we went. And how far did we walk? Maybe like
One building over.
I don't even
a
know if we were
block?
outside for 5 minutes.
It wasn't even a block. It was
Wasn't even a
literally
block?
the same block, just the next
I
building.
was like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
Maddie, what did you think of your meal?
I thought the pizza that I got was delicious. It had pepperoni and hot honey on it with a couple of other things. I wasn't sure if the pepperoni would not feel great for the marathon, but
Yeah.
we embraced it and did it and it was fine.
And my gluten-free pizza was absolutely fabulous. It was actually a cauliflower gluten-free pizza,
Hmm.
and I just absolutely loved it. Now, Laura, you liked yours, but not as much as the pizza that you had in DC.
Yeah, it was a quattro formaggi, but it did have like the honey on it as well. And the sweet just kind of threw me off. So I kind of wish, like in hindsight, I'm like, I knew better. I should have just asked them to hold it, but I didn't. So that's partly my fault because I knew it was on there and I knew I probably wasn't gonna love it, but I went for it anyway.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's
still
cool to know.
it was delicious. It was a solid pizza. It
Yeah.
just wasn't my favorite.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
no, it's good to go and try different stuff. But I think I went and said to you guys though that I need to, and I still haven't done this, but I need to do it because I took pictures of the pizza and I took videos. But I need to go and do a rating on Find GF. That has now 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah, it's done well.
2 weekends in a row. That has just like totally like done us up, in terms of like pizza places. So, and they had absolutely fabulous red wine as well. Maddie, what did you have? You had
I had a Hugo Spritz.
that was yummy.
It
I
was
had never tried
delicious.
that. I had never tried a Hugo Spritz before. And then you
I
had,
found my beer of the weekend.
yes, you did, didn't you?
I enjoyed it immensely.
Sheep pants.
Yes, Swishy Pants.
Swishy Pants.
From Dewey Beer Company, which Dewey Beach is not all that far from Ocean
It's in
City.
Delaware.
Yeah, it's a Delaware beach next to Rehoboth. So Dewey Beer Company Swishy Pants.
I think that we need,
I love Swishy Pants.
I think that when we run Rehoboth, we need to go to the Swishy Pants brewery.
Yeah, but it's hard too because you got Dogfish Head right there.
Yeah, no, but it's Swishy Pants.
I know. We'll get
So
Swishy
like we need to go and find out if Dewey has
Oh, yeah.
a gluten-free beer or
We will
cider.
find. They'll have something.
Because we're going to do that in December.
Yes, we will. Another Saturday race.
Another Saturday race, yes.
Hey, Mom, how many slots are open?
I don't know. There were 81 slots still open on Sunday, yo.
45, Maddie, 45. I'm kidding. I don't have a clue.
But then, I think once we finished dinner, we kind of retired to the room and we started getting our stuff to. Oh no, we got back to the room and then we had a drop. We had to drop.
We did the beer.
We had to drop our beverages.
So with Laura and I doing the 3 marathons in 13 days, we kind of felt I started it, I guess. I kind of felt like with it being a very long out and back that I would need some on-course entertainment more than what they were going to provide. So I was like, oh, so like we could do our mile 20 drop, but like that was like mile what 5 or 7, which is too early to do a double drop there. And I'm like, but
Yeah, because we were hitting the same mileage as we were coming back.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, but we could place one like short, thank you. Shortly after 10, which is close to 15, and that might be more appropriate if we wanted to do more stops. So we did 2 stops.
We did. We had intentions of 3, and when we hit the 10, none of us felt it.
No.
None of us felt it. We were like, it's a little too soon.
It was, but I think this race in particular, the wording was a little odd in like the course rules. So we always kind of flirt with whatever the course limit is. We flirt with that.
I like that word. We flirt with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
like,
baby.
hey,
Hey.
hey,
I know you're 6:30, but like, hey.
I like myself at 6:30, but I'm feeling like 6:24. You want to meet me at 6:24? So like,
Yeah.
we go to Marine Corps. It's a 6-hour. It's a hard finish. So like, what do you think about 5:55?
I like 55.
5:55.
Flirt with you 6.
You dirty 6. Anyway, so it was hard to tell exactly what the course limit was by their online resources.
Yes, that I would say that was a want. The 3 of us did not know whether or not it was a 6 or a 6.5 hour cutoff.
On one side, it says that there's a 6-hour cutoff, but that you must maintain a 16-minute mile, which I find
equal each other.
They do not equal each other. And then when we went, poor Maddie and I we walked up to somebody who looked official at the packet pickup expo. And we asked them the question, and he's like, well, let's look at the map. And then proceeded to give us a litany of words, a word salad that made no sense.
I
And
think
still don't know what
he's
the
just
course
an
was.
expert at answering questions, but also saying nothing and not
think he's a
actually
lawyer?
answering questions. I don't know how.
Yeah, so
Or a criminal, I don't know.
yeah, one or the other, right?
Or politician.
So yes, it could be one of the 3. So or yeah. But yeah, so we walked out of the expo and all the 3 of us not knowing whether or not it was a 6 or a 6.5 hour cutoff. So I think in the beginning of the race, we just like assumed like, okay, we just need to be business in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of shoot towards 6 hours,
Yeah.
but not be super stressed about it if we were missing that mark.
Yeah.
And I think at mile 10, we were still, you and I were feeling the effects already of doing 2 other marathons the past 2 weekends. So we knew that like mile 10 was not the place for us.
No, it definitely was not. But we did go and stop at mile
15
between 14, 15.
Yeah.
And it was right before the going back over the bridge.
Yeah.
And because we went to Assateague Island. So for those of you who have never been to Assateague, it is a state park and a national park. And it is where they have over 200 wild horses on the island. And these horses they just roam the island.
Yeah, they kind of have an interesting, nobody quite knows where the horses came from. There's 2 prevailing theories. One, that there was a Spanish galleon that had shipwrecked and they had swam ashore and they've been there ever since from, I think like in the 17th century or something like that. And then the other one was that local landowners were trying to avoid taxes, like fence taxes and livestock taxes. So they were keeping their horses out there. there was some chatter that there was some DNA testing going on that was leaning more towards the Spanish galleon side of things, but still no official word on where the hell the horses came from. But they've been there for a very long time.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
ponies, more
Yeah.
like little ponies.
Yeah, they're ponies but beautiful
So
and
adorable.
so we running out from Ocean City, right? So you run from like basically like the end of Ocean City where they have like the boardwalk and the big Ferris wheel, and it's where they go and they do.
We're in Ocean City less than a mile.
Right? Yeah.
And then
yeah.
we're off the island.
Yeah, and then we're totally off the island. But getting onto Assateague, we were like, God, we hope we see the ponies. We're running all the way fuck out here. We want to go and see the damn ponies.
Saw a lot of
We
pony
s-
shit.
like yeah, and all we kept seeing was shit. Like and like even when we dropped like the beverages the night before, you were like, "Oh, I see poop." I'm
Yeah.
like I see, horse dung. But the next day, once we got out beyond, mile like 9 and 10, you were on like an out and back trail and on Assateague, and all you saw was like horse shit. And we had really a lot of fun with that. We were like, "Oh, holy shit,"
Yeah, holy shit, you're running
Oh,
so
holy
fast.
shit, you're running fast, shit.
There were
So
way too many poop puns that
way too
day,
many,
and I
right?
couldn't tell if the other runners were appreciating it or not.
I don't
I
care.
don't know. They just kept coming out. They just
Yeah.
kept coming out.
Doesn't matter. They were. It happened.
Mom was
But
very, or wait, Laura, you were very proud of yourself for one of the dad jokes in particular. There was like a couple or something that was running in the opposite direction. They had already done the turnaround point, and you go, "Holy shit, you're running fast!"
and they were like,
I don't know if you got any reaction from.
they're like,
No, but there was a big pile of shit that they were stepping over at that moment, which I thought was just perfectly timed.
there was a lot of poop on the trail, like
Yes,
a lot
there
of poop. So we're like, all right, the horses like the trail, but running out to beyond like mile 13,
The turnaround
the
point.
turnaround point, because it's like beyond, mile 13. Or no, it's actually short of 13. Because when we came back, we hit 13 and then 13.1.
Yeah.
So it's between 12 and 13.
Yeah.
But when we did the turnaround, we're like, we still haven't seen any
But we were
horses.
seeing fresher and fresher horse poop.
Yeah,
and
we're like, we didn't see that poop when we came
we're like,
out.
wait a minute, that is fresh.
Then we're like
They were
looking in the
here.
woods, we're looking on the beach, and then we found them.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was really awesome. So, for those of you who did not listen to, was that like 1 or 2 episodes ago, where I talked about like
penises?
like horse penises? If you haven't listened to that episode, I'm not going to go and explain it here. You need to go back an
There you
episode or
go.
two
Yep.
and listen to it and explain why it was really important for me to go and take a picture of a horse penis in our run at Ocean City, Maryland.
Did you get one, Mom?
And I got one. It was really tiny. But I got one.
Yes.
And I did send it to my siblings. They appreciated that.
There you go.
But we did, I think we saw 6 total horses in all.
Yeah, but only on the way back.
Yeah. Dude, the dog keeps farting.
I don't smell it, thank God.
Oh, you're gonna smell it in a minute.
But I have cooled off since she's on your lap, so that's a good thing.
Okay. So the race then, like by the time we crossed back over the bridge coming off of Assateague, Maddie, you started feeling it. You were like, you were kind of keeping pace, you were running in front of us, and we were like, girl, go.
Yeah.
Like, just go.
She had that mile 14 beverage.
I think part of it was the beverage, because I had opted for Red Bull and vodka, which Lori seeded her. Oh, I made a grave mistake the night before when we were dropping all of the beverages. And I don't know if I already had like a precursor running brain, but I had gotten enough Red Bull to, distribute out to the bags and do like all the stops and everything. I placed one Red Bull in one bag that is supposed to be the mile 20 stop, not the like 15, maybe also 10 stop. So there was nothing for me other than just a nip of vodka in the
originally in the double bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lori had put for herself the option of either doing Red Bull and vodka or a very high proof beer. She very kindly went with the beer and let me have.
It was delicious. Well, and personally, I don't need that much caffeine in my life. And I knew I had a Red Bull and vodka coming down the road at mile 20. I did not need another one. I would
Yeah.
not sleep that night for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so I had the Red Bull and vodka and then proceeded to have the caffeine hit. And then I think because that last stop or that last mile before the stop, it took like 20 plus minutes for us to get through a mile. And I don't know why in my head I was like, that's not okay.
Oh, it's because we stopped and took
We
pictures.
stopped,
Like
yeah.
we stopped like
There's a
three
bathroom,
times.
there's a
acceptable
bathroom
reasons.
break.
We
Yeah,
saw
I had to
pose.
go pee in the woods.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, there was a couple of things that we had going
Yeah.
on that mile. Yeah.
In my head though, I was like, I can do better. So like I abandoned the party in the back mentality and was like, I'm gonna finish before 6 hours.
As you should. If that's it, everybody should run their race.
Yep. So at a certain point, and I think Lori identified this during Atlantic City while running that marathon, that I think I prefer to run out in the front and kind of set the pace rather than follow someone else's. I don't know why that's part of my mentality, but it just
Go
is.
with that.
Yeah.
Um,
You and Maggie both. Maggie's the same way.
yeah, yeah. So I was out in front and I was starting to surge a little bit more than what I think you two were
We were
on
like, bye,
for that
Felicia.
day. So that
Yeah.
Lori's like, you go on, you've got this.
I think you
You
should
got
just
your
go run your
pony.
race.
Just go run your race, honey. Go run your race.
Do the best you can.
Go you. Go
Right.
you. We'll see you at the finish.
So was feeling it, went very shortly after my left leg because of the pitch of the road, which we can get into the pitch in a moment, but it was putting most of the brunt of the like foot strikes on the left side.
Yeah.
So my left leg was like gassed by probably 19 or 20. There was a lot of weird bargaining going on in my head. And then I
That's
also,
called the mile 20 wall. That's called the wall.
yeah, I hit a wall around 19, but so I don't know. I'm always amazed at what comes into my mind during a marathon. This time it actually was I thought of my teammates and everyone from my like especially from my senior year of college. So there were
Your
maybe
soccer teammates, right?
yes, my soccer teammates. There were maybe like 5 out of 12 of us left at the time. And so not only were we had we faced a lot of attrition, but also we were very like resilient. We were a strong bunch kind of deal. And I remember at least one of my teammates running me in during one of my fitness tests that I was really close to passing, and like her helping to run me in helped a ton. So like that is something that popped into my head, and I ended up reaching out to them, and they're all like, I just found out one of my teammates had a baby, and it's like 2 weeks ago, Paige,
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
yeah,
Really? Oh,
she
that's
named
so
him
awesome.
Robbie. He's so cute and tiny. They've got him like all bundled up in Rochester. Um, and then one of my other teammates just got married and is going to visit Rochester next year. So I might try to go up and see them and meet him. And yeah, it just like those kinds of things are really cool for marathons. I think it's part of why I keep running them.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we loved you because when we eventually came across the finish line, you had drinks for us.
Yes, you did. That
And
was the bomb.
we're like, I taught my daughter well.
You did. And she self-sacrificed.
She did.
She got our drinks, and they would only give her 2, not 3. So
She loves her mamas.
yes,
I do.
thank you, Maddie.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting, Laura, because you and I definitely like did not think about like what we were taking on, this fall in terms of running 3 marathons in 13 days.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what mile it was, but it was
around 19.
It was like around 19.
Yeah, because I hit a wall.
And you were like, dude, it has been forever since I freaking like totally hit a wall. And and Lori's like my energy bunny,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh dude, I'm so screwed. When you were like, I hit a wall, and I'm like, oh shit, what are we gonna do the next 7 miles?
Yeah, and if you want to know what our running dynamic is like, it's me.
Yeah.
It's like la 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 La, 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 we're
And I'm just quiet, or every once in a while, I'll sing like part of a song and stuff, and I'm like, okay, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just like, "Mm." And then we did the whole like, I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
this is it. This is all I've
That's
got.
all I've got, Captain.
This is it.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. So we needed some Star Trek music or something, but I'm proud of us because while we walked a lot in mile 19, like we had this one individual on the course. And every once in a while, if you go back to maybe our episode 3 or 4 when we ran Philly, originally together, every once in a while we have like a person where we're like, that person, we don't know when they started, but they can't finish before us.
Yeah.
And we found that person. And while that person went and drove us absolutely batshit crazy, during the race on Saturday, we are very appreciative because we ended up running like the last like 6 miles
Yeah.
because of this person.
Way more than we probably would have normally.
Because this person kept surging, and we're like, we can't let this person beat us.
It happens sometimes. So we all find our motivation in different ways.
Yes.
That was ours.
That was ours. That was ours.
Although we have gone on a big roller coaster ride and have not really, I feel like we kind of got to walk back a little bit because we talked about Expo and we talked about our bag drop. I feel like we need to go back to maybe the race start.
Oh, the race start was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, Tina.
Well, Tina
from Alaska.
Shout out Tina.
Shout out to Tina. Tina was finishing state 39, and she was running the half marathon. So the half marathoners actually they congregated at the start with us, but then buses picked them up and actually bus them out to Assateague Island where they started, and then they just they did a point to point where they ran in from Assateague.
Which is really a kind of a nice half.
Yeah, that is a nice half.
And as a marathoner, I felt like it was spaced nicely because we saw when we were going on to Assateague all the half marathoners starting. And then
they were totally on the other
saw
side of the road, and that was it.
Yeah, going the opposite direction. And I never saw any of them again.
There were a few that were finishing around when we were.
When you were finishing. Not us. We didn't see any.
I didn't finish that much ahead of you. There was a half marathoner between us.
Marathoners by us.
Yeah, we got none.
No.
Didn't see another.
No.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people though that were working on the 50 states. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Tina was great, and the start is actually
it was beautiful.
It was gorgeous. They set up the start line to face the ocean as the sun was rising,
and the sunrise was gorgeous.
Oh my God! Like the whole horizon had like just this red, just line across it, and it was like, oh yeah, like this is gonna be a beautiful day.
Yeah, it was so nice, and it like. They have other races, 5K, 8K, and again the half, but like it was just the marathoners at the start, which I really liked, but it's a small race. It was almost, so the start line and the finish line are at all the same location. The setup for the start, they had same day bib pickup for people who needed it, which I thought was
there were a lot of people utilizing that because we're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm like, that would stress me the hell out.
Yeah, ditto.
Well, with a 5K and an 8K going on too, with later start times, it could have been that they were picking up their bibs as well. But we were seeing the marathoners coming to the cars.
Yes. And then it was cool because they had merch. They had merch that you could buy if you didn't pick up your merch at the expo. They had the merch tent there, so that was kind of cool. It did have like a festival kind of atmosphere.
They had a Dunkin' Donuts cart. They had a food cart there, and and then a beer station or a beverage station.
And that wasn't open before though.
No,
just to note.
No, and then the food was great. I mean, they had chips and fruit and beverages and so forth, granola bars. Yeah, so they had a nice, it was really nice setup for the post race. But yeah, I thought everything ran really smoothly between the expo and getting to the start line. I think the only thing that I would say is that every once in a while because, when we were running, and Maddie, this is after you had gone on your way. Once we came back, we did the out, we were coming back, and there were one or two points where we're like, do we go left or do we go right? And I know like
Yeah.
at one point in time there were two cops sitting in a car, and we almost like went right up to the glass, like, which way do we go?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, excuse
We're
me.
like that way.
Yeah.
So and then the only other part that I don't even know how I feel about it is like once we got back into Ocean City proper, felt like we were like down and back and arounds and so forth when we went on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
And while I don't know that we followed the cones and so forth, but there could have been at least a little bit better signage, for us.
Yeah, I've personally thought a lot about this course
Yeah.
because I'm like, so you're essentially running Ocean City
You
to
had, you had
Assateague.
nightmares about it?
No, I just was thinking about it because I'm like, I think because we had the advantage of running Atlantic City, where we ran almost 8 to 10 miles on
On the
the Atlantic
boardwalk.
City boardwalk. I know their boardwalk is only about 2.5 miles there, but we probably did less than a mile, and that was an out and back of that less than a mile that we did. I'm like, I don't know if they should have. I don't know how. I'm just like in my mind, I was thinking it would have been nicer to have more time on the boardwalk.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, especially because it's the ocean, right? And
Yeah.
and being able to see it and
Like I
it's
wish I
nice
could have
and
almost gone back into Ocean City, gone straight to the boardwalk, gone down on the boardwalk, turn around,
I
and
agree
came back.
versus like the whole wonky like wah, wah, wah,
Taking
wah.
the right, and then you make your way kind of near where the finish line was, but not quite there.
Yeah, because you
Block
go
off.
like all around like the Ferris wheel, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
like they kind of weave you in and out and so forth. So anyway, I don't know, that was the only part that I was just like, because I think like again mentally, like you and I had looked at you looked at the course, didn't you?
Well, I always have to look at the
I
course. I
didn't
got
look
to
at the
figure out where
course.
the mile 20
I
spot
didn't look
is.
at the course like ahead of time, and I was like, oh shit, this is an out and back.
I wanna I
All
wanna
right.
point out that when we got in the car on Friday, Lori would we had as a group wondered something, or at least my mom and I had, and Lori automatically was like, "Oh, actually, it's this." And Lori is not usually, I think, the person to look up the race details or like read the runner packet ahead of time. So
Yes.
we were all surprised, including Lori. But yeah, Lori was like our guide for the weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I think after, I mean, this was our 66?
66.
66 marathon.
Marathon.
66 marathon. You tend not to focus on the details anymore.
No.
I look for the mile 20
You're like,
beverage.
shit.
Where do yeah, I'm gonna run it. Where do
Just
I
run it. It doesn't matter.
where am I
Finish.
starting? Where am I staying? Where do I pick up my packet? And what's the course limit? These are my questions. You know what I mean? This is what I look for. I usually don't go dive deeper into that, but yes, I did. But something else that we forgot to note when we were dropping off our packet, it was dark. I'm packet, not packet. I'm sorry. Our beverages, our two stops. The one that was on Assateague, as we were driving over there, it was dark. And we were looking over and you could see the Ferris wheel from where we were. And we were like, holy fuck, we are running all of that tomorrow. It was such a mind fuck.
It was, but I was really glad that the next day, because we actually took a picture of Maddie pointing to it, because of the haze and how far away it was not as brilliant as it was the night before.
No, it was not. Thank God.
But the night before you can see like the Ferris wheel like all lit up and you're like, oh.
Oh shit, we're running all that.
But it does put it in perspective because at some point in time, I know I don't know if it was later on that day, somebody had asked like, oh, like, something about the marathon. And I'm like, oh, we ran all the way out to Assateague. And the guy was like, whoa,
Yeah.
it was an older gentleman. And I was like, yeah, like be impressed.
Yeah, that's real.
That's real.
That's very real.
Yeah.
Now they did we thought like I felt like the course was very well supported. There was a lot of water stops.
There was.
They didn't run out of anything.
Nope.
Gatorade, water. I didn't see a whole lot of snacks, but maybe they didn't do that, but we pack our own anyway. There were quite a bit of porta-johns in the beginning.
Yes. But I think after you went on to Assateague, no porta johns.
Yeah.
None. That's why I had to pee in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like a long barren strip where I feel like because they had a bunch over where the half marathon started, but we don't run by that.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have taken 2 or 3 and just plopped them over by that because it was an
I totally
aid
agree.
station.
I would have appreciated
not
that.
too far from there.
I would have
Yeah.
appreciated that. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
I don't know what the permitting was with the state park. Maybe it's something with the state park, but there really was not a lot of facilities on that out and back.
Yeah.
And that was like 5 miles
Yeah. It was
of nothing.
It was a lot. And there was only like one water stop on that whole, because the water stop was like on the out, like when you did the turnaround.
Yeah.
But
Well,
then
and then there was that one kind of right before the elbow, the turn
Oh, yeah.
to the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now there wasn't a lot of elevation on the course
Mhm.
until you got to Assateague, and then there is a massive pedestrian bridge you do run back and forth over. Not crazy, it's doable, but it is something to
And it's
note.
concrete.
Yeah.
And it's concrete.
And
So not.
if you hold still, the whole thing wiggles while running
Yes.
around it. It's
Yeah.
a
'Cause
little
we
freaky.
stopped and took a picture, Maddie, Lori and I did, because you were like further ahead of us.
Mhm.
And she was like, "Oh my God, it's moving."
I'm like,
I was
look at it. Let's just go. Let's just go. This
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get the heck out of here.
But overall, I mean, the finish was fantastic. After we finished the race.
Hold on.
Oh wait, what?
We got one more thing to discuss.
What?
The pitchy bitchy. The bitch of the pitch.
Oh,
The pitch.
the pitch. Yeah, Maddie mentioned that earlier.
That we did not discuss.
Oh, it was terrible.
So on
How many
Stephen,
miles?
huh?
How many miles?
For miles. For the whole of Stephen Decatur Highway or 611, you're on the side of the road. And
Yeah, on the shoulder.
and on the night before, I was thinking we were out and back on the same side of the road, that they would have just coned us off. And I'm like, well, at least it sucks going out, but it'll be the opposite side. You're going to
no.
even out your gate
No.
coming back.
No.
No.
They had us go out on one side and come back on the other, and the pitch ended up being like stomp on the left foot because it was like pitch down, because you want the water to come off the road, which great for them.
Yeah.
Not great for a runner. Like
No.
my left hip is like still not right.
And there were like a few things where they could have moved the cone just 2 feet over and given a little bit more of a level place to run. So I found myself running outside the cones a little bit.
Yeah, we ran outside of the cones until we saw a car, and then we were a car up, and then we would come back into the cones,
That and the shade. So going out, it was super shady.
Nice.
It was very nice. Coming back, you're actually on the sunny side of the road. And if you had been back on the other side, you would have had a lot more shady opportunities as well.
Yeah. I would have preferred to have run back on the same side.
Yeah.
So yeah. So if the race director is listening and takes any kind of recommendations. I know this is what their third year running this one. It's just something to think about in terms of the health of the athletes that are participating in this one.
Yeah.
So, okay, now can I talk about
Yes, we talk about the finish
All
line.
right, so we finished the race. Again, Maddie had beverages for us. We had some great food. And then, we went back to the hotel, where we proceeded to celebrate with a lovely bottle of French wine. And this was the French wine the same kind of wine, not the same bottle, but the same kind of wine that I received when we came across the finish line at Marathon du Medoc. And I felt like it was symbolic because, Maddie, that was where you started your 3 races over the 90 days for the Maniac status. And I bestowed upon you, a couple of Marathon Maniac, gear things and a sticker and a sweatshirt and so forth. So that way then, we made it official, even though you hadn't done it yet online. To become official, we made it official.
Yeah.
Which I very deeply appreciated.
No, super proud, Mama, of you. Just super proud. So, and then
proud.
we showered, and then we went.
We took turns showering.
We did because
we wouldn't shower all together. What the fuck am I saying?
Thanks, Lori, for clarifying that one.
we don't do those kind of tricks. We don't do those kind of trips.
No, we don't. Well, we were all so
We did no shower happy hour
we did no shower happy hour.
because we went to go see Jimmy.
So it was cool. The courtyard, I guess, anytime they're running these types of events on an off season at a beach town, it's always to attract, people and bring business in and make money on the off season. So they have a lovely restaurant called the Captain's Table at the courtyard. And so we proceeded to belly up to the bar after the wine was all gone.
Yes.
And Jimmy, the
Jimmy.
bartender, was fabulous.
Loved him.
He was great. So then we proceeded to have drinks and take turns taking showers.
Yes. Yes, that's a very important fact. And then by the time we were done, because and they had some Saturday football games, the college football games going on. And then we went to a restaurant.
I didn't even finish my thought.
What it was?
The courtyard did such a great job because they offered half price appetizers and like $4 drafts and certain drinks.
Oh yeah.
People who had marathon
medals
on. So it was like really cool to be able to belly up to the bar and you got a discount. So I thought they did a nice job trying to keep you in house. Sorry.
Was it technically the bib or the medal? I thought it was the bib.
We didn't have
the
either.
medal.
We didn't have either on because we met Jimmy, the bartender, the night before, and he knew us that we were running the race. So
well, we did because those that were unshowered were still like sporting bib and medal.
You also probably smelled like you ran a marathon, so
that's probably more the
absolutely.
That's probably more the
Very true.
The issue. Yeah.
Yummy.
100%.
Could bite the air.
So, and then we went to dinner.
And then we went to dinner.
And then we went to sleep. And I think I was in bed by 7:15.
Yes. And sound asleep.
Sound asleep.
Yeah.
Sound asleep,
like knocked out.
Yeah, like knocked out. Which happens, I mean, I always like marvel at the fact that like when we do races and we're traveling to places where we can rally, like there was no rallying.
There was
for
no
me. There was no
rallying.
rallying. I was like, I'm in Ocean City, Maryland. I have been here a gazillion times. Like I am going to sleep after.
It was also 3 marathons in 13 days. That takes a toll on your body.
It does. It does. It does. So, but then the next morning we all woke up, the 3 of us, because it was daylight savings, and we were all like ravenous. We're like, we need to feed the belly.
Yeah.
So where did we end up eating?
Surfside Rooster.
Oh,
off the island, not on the island.
Yep. Yeah, but it was only like maybe like an 8-9 minute drive from the courtyard. And
we ran past it the day before.
Twice.
Yay.
Absolutely fabulous breakfast. I had an omelet. Lori, you had a breakfast bowl, and then Maddie, you had like some pasta with like I don't know, some pork in it.
I had pork belly mac and cheese.
Yeah. So we fed the bellies and then we drove home.
Yeah.
So it was overall an absolutely like low-key weekend, but very, very fun. And again, Maddie, we were so glad that we could go and support you on this like crazy maniac journey, because I never had on my sights to go and run the Ocean City, Maryland race.
No, not at all. But I do have a quick question for you, Laura.
Yeah.
For those that may be listening and contemplating, because we've also discussed the Baltimore Marathon, because we also ran that. So you have a choice of races in Maryland. If you were to choose between Baltimore and Ocean City, which would you choose?
So if you don't like hills, run Ocean City, Maryland. The course, it's pretty in spots enough. Like if you want to just be outside for like a couple hours, that's a good race to go and run. If you want scenery and crowds, you want more of like a lively marathon vibe, then Baltimore is it. But Baltimore has hills.
It's challenging.
It's challenging.
You would think it's coastal and it's near the water.
Super hilly.
The minute that you get away from the water, you're on a hill going up.
Yeah, both ways.
Both ways, yeah.
And so I would say, if I had my choice of running both of them, if I could only do one of them, I would do Baltimore again.
Yeah.
Only because I know that you and I talked about it last weekend with Marine Corps, that the crowds really help energize me. I mean, man, there was like really like nobody out on Assateague.
And I loved Assateague. I
Yeah.
loved seeing the horses and all
It's
of
nice.
that.
It was so
And the
nice.
beach atmosphere is great. But along the course with Baltimore, I think you see more. Like you go up near the reservoir,
Go
you
through
go
the zoo.
you're down by the you go through Fells Point,
Yeah.
like historic areas.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit more course diversity with the hills.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And when you're staying there, you can really make a weekend of it. And
Yeah.
because it's like again, staying downtown, around the harbor, the
Yeah.
inner harbor, and being able to go and just kind of do some stuff, versus like,
But that's not saying that Ocean City put on a bad race.
No,
They put
no,
on
not at all.
it was very well organized. I thought it was it was a good race. If I was to choose between the two, I think I agree. I think I'd go Baltimore.
Yeah. Now, Maddie, would you run Ocean City again or recommend it to anyone?
I would. I think that it was well organized, and I think that's something that I prefer about marathons.
Yeah.
Something that's like less organized, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It was pretty flat. There were a lot of friendly people, and yeah.
All right. So the
Not a
swag.
high bar on my end.
No, I mean, yeah. So the swag. Let's
Mhm.
talk about it because Lori and I, for those of you joining on YouTube, we're actually wearing the quarter zip shirts, and they're pretty sweet. They're like this sage green color, and they have like a nice little zipper. They have the little thumb holes in it, and then it actually has an embroidered logo on it that says
Fits
Oh,
up,
she's showing
Lori.
her boob, Ocean City Running Festival. Now, there's nothing on the back. And the shirt is it's nice. I will definitely wear this. It has
Kangaroo pocket.
kangaroo pocket. And nothing on the back. The only thing is that it does not acknowledge that we ran a marathon or the year that we ran it.
Yeah, very true. It
Yes.
does not say marathon, it says running festival.
Yeah. So, but I like it. And I like the fact that the patch is embroidered. I know what race I ran and when
Yeah.
we ran it, but that would be my only thing. Now, let's talk about the medal.
Oh dear.
Maddie, go ahead.
Oh, Maddie.
Maddie.
They had not announced or like provided, maybe they had provided a picture before I signed up. I'm not really sure.
They did.
But
They did
they
actually.
did. So it's an oyster on the outside, which is really nice, and it's got the logo for the marathon. It's got marathon on the ribbon and the year that it was run, which all looks very nice and tidy. Um, there was a special that they were also doing that day that had to do with the Thrashers boardwalk fries, which is a huge thing in Maryland, along with like Orange Crush drinks, which are like vodka and orange juice drinks. I'm totally tiptoeing around
And
the fact that the
Grandmorn, yay.
marathon
Yes.
medal has French fries on the inside. And a seagull.
And something that looks a little bit like Scuttle.
Hey,
Yeah, you
we
open
like
up
Scuttle.
the oyster and it has French fries in it
Like-
with a seagull character.
Yeah.
It's
It's
fine.
like a
You just don't open
photograph.
it. It's okay.
We were like,
It's
cool.
unique.
I'm like, stay classy, Santiago.
It's unique, guys.
So this one,
It's very unique.
this one is unique and very memorable.
I mean, we have worse medals. There's nothing wrong with the medal. It's just the inside was a little.
We're like, just don't open it. You just don't open it.
I've definitely seen a trend though with medals recently, at least in the States, where there's something interactive about the medal that makes it like this
Unique.
extra thing. So for Atlantic City, for example, it was a treasure chest that opens up. I think I saw one
three of us
recently
opened up.
where the
Yeah.
inside of the medal spins. And then this one
Marine
slides
Corps,
open.
the globe opened up.
Yeah,
and there was,
all three opened
yeah, all
this
three of
fall.
our races all opened up.
Bravo races.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Wow. All right. Let's see what Philly and Rehoboth
Well,
have.
Philly always does something with the bell, which is
Yeah.
always very interactive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Philly has the bell that rings.
I love it. I love it when they actually have it when it has like a little thing to ring, because you walk around and you sound like well, you sound
Sound like
like
a cow.
no, you sound like
Ringing a cowbell.
what the hell's the Christmas movie?
Like an angel's got its wings,
Yeah.
or just gotten its wings. Yeah,
What
it's
Christmas movie is it?
White Christmas.
No.
No?
I'm not familiar with this
It's a
particular.
black and white movie.
Yeah, I don't
anyway.
have any black and white.
Yeah, but it always reminds me of like a Christmas movie with, an angel got its wings and like ding 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 ding.
What movie is that?
Yeah. It's a
Oh, that's
Beautiful
gonna
Life.
hurt my
It's a
brain.
Beautiful Life.
Yes, that
Yeah.
one.
Yes, it's that movie. All right. Well, I think we did a really, really nice job of going and doing a recap of the Ocean City, Maryland Marathon. Fun time. And again, Maddie, congratulations to you for going and earning your Maniac status. So can't
Thank
wait to
you.
go and see you don the Maniac shirt the next time we're running a marathon together. Next week, I am so excited about this next race.
Yeah.
So this one might be a long one or multi-parter. Yeah.
I just
Or you
think
think
it'll
we're gonna
be. I think.
are we gonna just grate
I
like
think we just.
1,000 pounds of shit in a 1
I
pound
think we just
bag?
do it because imagine trying. Because really, we have to coordinate this a little bit with Maddie and Maggie.
Yeah, we're gonna have both Maddie and Maggie on the podcast with us next week. We are going to talk about the ET Midnight
Full moon.
Full Moon Marathon.
Yes.
That's a mouthful. We ran this race in August of 2020.
It was the beginning of our 2020 marathon season, which a lot of people did not
2020
see.
was COVID.
Yes.
And we're not going to go and steal our thunder for next week, but man, you need to tune into this shit because this
was an epic week.
This was epic, all capital letters.
Yeah.
All capital letters. Like you can't, like this was probably one of our most epic
races for sure. Yes.
Epic.
100%.
So we're not building this up like illegally. Like this is for reals.
Yeah.
So all
It's
right,
substantiated.
It's substantiated. There's some funny shit that came out of that trip. So anyway, so we are looking forward to having everybody join us next week. Again, please join in on our socials, like us, subscribe. Just let us know you're listening.
Comment.
We're trying to go and bring you, as much commentary as possible for these races, as well as to the locations that we're going to. So, even if you're not running a race in Ocean City, Maryland, at least you know that, hey, the Courtyard is a really, really good property and it's right on the damn ocean.
And go eat at Franco's.
Yeah, go eat at Franco's, man.
And have a Swishy Pants.
Because
the Swishy Pants was great.
Right? And not only that, but go make mile 20 your bitch this week.
Peace out.